Hollywood's rumor mill is on fire right now, and it's about to take down one of the most beloved nice guys in the industry. For years, fans ate up the playful feud between Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman, believing it was nothing more than harmless banter. But behind the memes and social media jokes, insiders say a darker story has been unfolding, one involving alleged bullying, shocking power moves, and co-stars pushed to their limits. And now, Hugh Jackman might be the one to blow the whole thing wide open. Could this be the final act in Ryan's carefully crafted good guy persona? Stay right where you are, because once these secrets come spilling out, there's no going back.
No.
It's not every day a guy gets to interview the love interest of his best friend's wife and the guy trying to replace Ryan as a husband and me as his best mate.
Holy shit.
I've never done an interview before, but I've done a lot of things, like crazy things in Australia. You do understand you can't even get into preschool unless you take a person's life with your own bare hands. Twice.
Totally.
So listen, I've just got one question. What the hell are you doing messing with my best buddy's wife?
When Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman first shared the screen as Deadpool and Wolverine, their on-set chemistry launched endless fan theories about an iconic partnership in the making. They publicly poked fun at each other, posted goofy pictures, and even orchestrated fake feuds online. Viewers ate it up, believing they were witnessing two genuine pals messing around for laughs. But several sources now claim those jokes about feuding were more real than we knew. The rumor mill kicked into high gear once chatter emerged of Hugh feeling uncomfortable with Ryan's bullying behavior toward cast and crew. At first, people assumed it was a misunderstanding, perhaps just actors busting each other's chops. Yet the stories kept stacking up, each painting Reynolds as a star who's grown too fond of his power. Now, word is that Hugh is done tolerating what's been happening off camera, and the timing couldn't be more dramatic, because this tension has apparently been growing for years, lurking right beneath those witty social media exchanges. To understand just how deep this problem goes, look no further than a reported clash between Ryan Reynolds and a makeup artist. The story goes that Ryan demanded last-minute reshoots for a project and insisted the same makeup artist return immediately, even though they were already contractually tied up elsewhere. But instead of handling the conflict professionally, Ryan allegedly threatened to ruin this artist's career if they didn't comply. Industry insiders say the threat went along the lines of, "If you don't show up for my reshoot, you'll never work in Hollywood again." That's a chilling level of ultimatum. Especially troubling is how the studio, aware that Ryan was essential to the film, didn't step in to protect the makeup artist. If you believe the rumors, Fox executives were frustrated by the situation but felt powerless since Ryan apparently had final say on most decisions. The real question is, does a confident actor need to flex that kind of muscle to feel secure? Or does this pattern reflect some deeper insecurity manifesting itself in the worst way possible? Despite these unsettling tales, the world at large never saw Ryan Reynolds as a ruthless power player until the Deadpool sequel. Tim Miller, director of the first Deadpool and arguably one of the biggest reasons it became a massive hit, did not return for Deadpool 2. At the time, fans were told it was a simple creative differences split. But over the years, details trickled out suggesting Ryan was far from an easy collaborator. Some reports claimed Tim wanted to preserve the balance that made Deadpool a success, while Ryan demanded more creative control. Tensions escalated. Tim Miller walked, apparently unwilling to yield to Ryan's every demand. Walking away from a highly profitable franchise is no small decision, suggesting that behind closed doors, dealing with Ryan Reynolds may have been more headache than he could bear. To outsiders, it looked like a standard Hollywood disagreement. But behind that curtain, Tim's departure marked a turning point, confirming that Ryan had become the ultimate shot caller on all things Deadpool. Unfortunately, the turmoil didn't end with one director's exit. Fans noticed how actress Morena Baccarin, who played a pivotal love interest in the first Deadpool, was curiously sidelined in promotions for the sequel. Insiders whisper that Ryan found her too outspoken, so he wielded his influence to reduce her visibility. That may sound petty, but in an industry where public perception and screen time can make or break a career, it's a significant blow. Then there's TJ Miller, known for portraying Weasel. TJ came forward to say Ryan was flat out mean, recalling a humiliating day on set where Reynolds belittled him in front of the whole crew. According to TJ, Ryan used his newfound star power to assert dominance, making it clear that certain people were less important. And while TJ has his own controversies, he's not the only one describing this side of Ryan.
But I think after he got super famous from the first Deadpool, then things kind of changed. I think he was like, see, you guys see? And then I think I don't know. I mean, would I work with him again? No.
No.
I would not work with him
That
again.
much vitriol.
Jake Gyllenhaal, once tight with Ryan after they filmed the sci-fi flick Life together, now won't speak publicly about him. Their close friendship evaporated almost overnight, fueling talk that Jake witnessed Ryan's on-set ego firsthand. Actress Rebecca Ferguson, also part of Life, alluded to an unnamed co-star who relentlessly picked on her, made her cry, and questioned her professionalism. Though she never named names, many connected the dots back to Ryan. For colleagues, who once believed in Ryan's funny guy persona, this shift in relationships is a massive red flag.
I did a film with an absolute idiot of a co-star. And this human being was being so insecure and angry because this person couldn't get the scenes out. This person would literally look at me in front of the whole crew and say, "You call yourself an actor, this is what I have to work with. What is this?" And I would cry walking up. There walked on, and I said, "You get off my set. You can F off. I'm going to work towards a tennis ball. I never want to see you again." I was so scared. I feel
All these rumors became impossible to ignore for Hugh Jackman, who's generally seen as one of Hollywood's nicest people. Suddenly, he was caught in the crossfire of Ryan's feuds. The talk around town is that Ryan used their joint Deadpool-Wolverine appearances to take subtle swipes at people he disliked, and Hugh had little choice but to grin and bear it. Things escalated when rumors arose about Justin Baldoni, Blake Lively, and a legally fraught situation that roped in Hugh against his will. Allegedly, Ryan was turning personal vendettas into comedic bits, effectively dragging anyone in his orbit, Hugh included, into the drama. From snarky on-set gags to shady references in promotional material, Hugh found himself stuck between standing up for what's right and risking professional backlash. While Jackman tried to maintain a neutral stance in public, sources say he was deeply troubled by the toxic vibe on set. Now, as the drama grows, Hugh is making it known he's over the manipulative environment. The playful feud that once helped both men promote movies is no longer a joke. It's become a real wedge, and Hugh might soon have no choice but to speak out if he's forced to testify in legal proceedings. So, what's this legal cloud looming overhead? Word is that Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni's conflict may go to trial, potentially involving allegations of sabotage, broken deals, and behind-the-scenes meddling. If that happens, Hugh Jackman could be called to testify. For Hugh, it's a dire situation. He's known for his integrity and easygoing nature. The last thing he wants is to become collateral damage. But testifying under oath means telling the whole truth, even if it risks blowing the lid off Ryan's alleged intimidation tactics. Industry watchers suspect this could be the end of Ryan's squeaky clean image, especially since multiple individuals might end up confirming the same stories. It's not just about tension between old friends, it's about whether Ryan Reynolds has been manipulating his co-stars and team, all while smiling for the cameras. If the steady flow of rumors is any indication, Ryan Reynolds might be staring down the biggest PR meltdown of his career. The persona that once charmed the entire internet, his witty tweets, his playful jabs, his meticulously curated appearances, with wife Blake Lively, could be on the verge of collapse. Meanwhile, Hugh Jackman, the enduringly admired veteran of stage and screen, seems poised to step out of Ryan's shadow and finally address what's been happening. The question is, will Hollywood and the fans keep supporting Ryan if these allegations gain steam? Or will this all fade away, chalked up to typical celebrity drama? Right now, it's hard to say, but one thing's for sure. The feud no longer looks like a cute, orchestrated gag. The stakes have never been higher. For two beloved stars whose images couldn't be more different. So, where do you stand? Are you leaning toward Hugh Jackman, tired of the alleged backroom bullying? Or do you still see Ryan Reynolds as the cheeky, good-hearted actor he plays on social media? Let us know your take in the comments. And remember, to hit that subscribe button, because with so many dominoes in play, this saga is far from over. You won't want to miss the next chapter in this unfolding Hollywood firestorm.